You know, when I first started out doing drag, the big old school queen that ran the bar, one time she came up to me and she's like, well, you know, you got a thick neck, so you need to wear longer hair to hide it.
Oh. Well.
Hi, I'm Sigourney Beaver, and welcome to Obituary. Today we'll be reviewing episode 4 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula season 6. And with me is my special guest, the sweetest Blackberri.
Ah! Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing, my love?
I'm so good. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Describing Sigourney's look right now, she is looking ravishing in these tattered pussy pink garments, accentuating all of her curves and swerves and lack of waist, and the rats dangling from her lovely earlobes are just accentuating her neck ever so slightly. It makes me want a slice of pizza from New York City real bad. Can I tell you a story about a drag queen from Texas?
Texas where?
It has to do with rats.
Texas, Houston, Texas, Dallas?
Galveston, Texas.
Oh!
So there's a drag queen. There's a famous story of her getting on stage at the oldest bar in Texas.
It's called what?
The oldest gay bar in Texas. It's called Robert's Lafitte's.
Lafitte's?
Robert Lafitte's.
Lafitte's?
Yes. We call it Robert Sticky Feet. But it's the oldest gay bar in Texas. And I don't want to say her name, but she got on stage to do her number and she kept her clothes at the bar. So she put on her coat to do her Whitney number and she pulls a towel out to do Whitney. And when she pulls the towel out, a mouse falls out of her pocket and she steps on stage.
No!
And kills it.
No!
In the middle of her number.
No!
So the bartender, after the number, came out, cleaned it up, and then drew an outline on the ground.
For the body?
Iconic.
That's disgusting.
Iconic.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But if you've gone to that bar before, you would completely understand. That's normal.
What did you think of this episode? Are you excited to talk about the ghost train?
I have some thoughts.
Yeah?
So,
Thoughts?
I'm excited.
Feelings?
Emotions.
Opinions?
Statements.
Ooh.
But
Well, let's get into it. Episode starts, of course, the same way it always does, with the boudoir. Yuri walks back in. Yay! After jumping out of plane. Amazing! We find out there's no fright feet or curse this week.
yeah, they're getting straight into it.
I like the fright feats.
They stress me out. I'm always like stressed out already, so adding that onto it is a lot for me. But I like watching them tortured.
Now, someone who's been cursed, how do you feel about the curses?
I'm a gangster. I feel like I can do anything.
Anything, anywhere?
As long as it's not a toilet or porta potty, I'm good.
So they find out that the challenge this week is Ghost Train, which is amazing. I love seeing these different ghost challenges and the different themes and interpretations for them. For this one, there's a lot of layers. It's a performance challenge, which again is a theme that we keep seeing, that not only are they floor shows, but there's a specific performance that has to go with it, which I like. I like it being more performance heavy.
Yes.
And I think the fans do too.
Yeah, we're drag performers, so seeing us perform, the more the merrier.
Yeah, well, that's what we're used to. And then always, I hear so many people being like, what's the floor show? How do you do the floor show? What's the definition of the floor show? Are you just walking? Is it like a runway? Like, is it a performance? What is it? And now, it's much more clear. It's a performance this season.
Yeah, I like it. I need more performances.
So they have to perform the Boulet's new song, Ghost Train.
Ooh.
Which I like. I like this latest album is really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. I really
love
like it. Yeah.
I love like a little vintagey vibe. It gives me very like Shannon and the Clams or like Hunks and his Punks. It's like, I love it.
It's very different than the music that they had like previous. I think it gets better every album.
Yeah, it's their Gaga eras.
I love that. Well, Gaga era. They'd hate to hear that.
Yeah. I was going to say Taylor, but I was like, ooh, that's a little too far.
Oh, that's too far for them. That's too far. So they're split up into groups, but they have to pick their groups, which is always, they have to split up into the groups, and then they have to perform in their group, but then it's judged individually.
The math.
But the prize for winning this challenge is a full custom crystal set from Fierce Drag Jewels. Now, you and I are jewelry girls.
Yes.
As you wear none right now.
What are you? You haven't seen my butt plug. Ooh.
Oh, bedazzled.
AB stones. Yes, only.
A full custom set. This is a yummy prize.
Yes.
I like it.
And it can enhance a lot of your stuff that you have later on.
Yeah, especially for the people that didn't bring any jewelry.
That part.
Not naming names.
Oh, I can. Oh, well, I won't.
But then we find out that not only is the winner getting a custom set, but everyone is getting a little set. They're getting earrings and rings. They just bring out these trays of all this jewelry. What?
That must be nice.
And they didn't have to do anything scary for it.
Yeah.
Everyone got a prize.
Yeah.
They've gotten something every episode.
That budget is kicking in.
It really is.
We stay in AMC and Shudder. Thank you so much.
So they're split up into groups of 3 of their choosing. They have to perform Ghost Train in a haunted train yard. So they also get to take a field trip.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Stepping it up and stepping it out.
Yes.
Yeah. So the groups are Auntie, Pi, and Jaharia.
Ooh, okay.
Majesty, Yuri, and Gray. Olgazi, Asia, and Vivi.
There's some good teams, and there's some not so good teams.
Go on.
I really love Auntie's team. I think it's a lot of good, high-energy personalities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little concerned about the other 2 teams.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Well, you don't have to talk like you haven't seen the episode.
What episode? No. I really liked that team originally when they formed. I was like, that's a good, strong, well-rounded team.
Yeah.
The other 2 teams, I was a little nervous for.
Each one has someone that's kind of appointed themselves the leader. Mm-hmm. So, each team, Auntie, Majesty, Aurora, and there's different strategies. Auntie's team, they decide to do a Dreamgirls thing and make it campy with choreography. Love that.
Yes.
And then with Aurora's, they decide that they're going to split all of their responsibilities evenly and just kind of do a rotating thing, which is good and makes it even. And then we see Majesty trying to teach Yuri how to walk and look longingly. So...
that's a strategy.
That is what that is.
Well, we find out later it was a good one, I guess, for Yuri, but I wish they would have worked more on the team part.
Everyone's rehearsing in their teams, and everyone is in their feelings. Majesty is going on and on about how they feel broken, and they're in their head, and they don't think that they should be there, which is really upsetting because they're really good and they've been killing it so far. So if they really feel that way, if they hadn't said it, I wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah. They're really good at hiding their emotions, but they're just in their head way too much.
But at the same time, Auntie calls her out and says, I see you, I'm watching out for you, I think you're fake.
I would have been the Auntie in this situation. I can't lie.
No, you wouldn't have. Now, you're too nice.
I think I would have been the Auntie in this situation because I'm like, girl, okay, we get it. You're in your emotions, but I don't really give a So, yeah, I think that's just me personally. I would have been like, okay, that's enough. We've heard it.
And Asia says that Auntie is sounding very preachy, especially after the cauldron in the previous episode where she breaks up the fight between Yuri and Desiree.
It's the pot calling the kettle black. Maybe it's one of those situations.
Maybe. Or do you think Auntie's superiority complex is starting to show a little?
Well, maybe. 2 things can be right.
2 things can be true. So we get to the floor show. Because this is a quick episode. They've got no fright feet, no curse, no nothing. Just boudoir and a little pinch of rehearsal, and then they're off to the train yard. But first we see the Boulets. They come out in a very cute outfit. This is a latex, bat, peplum, little matching batwing earrings. Very precious.
I love this look.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorite ones so far this season. I know it's very stereotypical Boulets look, but...
Which is what? Red and black?
Red and black, vinyl, latex. It gives that, but I love the silhouette of like added bat effects. I think it's really cute.
I love that the bottom of the skirt is not like straight across, but it actually is like the points of a bat wing.
Yeah.
It's cute.
It's like the tiny little details that just like make it like a little bit more.
Just make it take flight.
Yes.
Oh,
it could be a promo look, I think.
No.
Oh.
No. Really?
It looks like our promo look from our season.
Like the one you wore?
Yeah. No. It looks like their promo look from our season.
Does it?
I think so.
I wouldn't wear a short dress for that.
I don't know. I was looking at myself, so maybe they weren't.
So they're at the train yard. They're split up into their groups. They're performing. Each group gets to perform in a different location, like of the train, and we saw a lot of different looks. For some reason, blue equals ghosts. Half of these people have painted themselves blue.
Yeah.
It's like a cast of Smurfs. Why is there so much blue?
Is it like everyone watched Casper before the season started?
Or like a Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really odd. I think there's so many other colors that you could have gone with.
For Ghosty?
To give ghosts, yeah.
What would you have done?
I think I would have gone straight black and white.
Yes.
Like black, white, and gray.
Yeah.
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 I think that gives ghosts.
That gives ghost.
Yeah.
So we see Asia says that she's a coal shoveler and she has suspenders. When we saw the sketch in the creatives of the boudoir, there was a little shovel, but there was no shovel for the performance.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
And there was no coal?
No, there was no coal. I didn't see ghost. I didn't see train anywhere.
Yeah. It gave me very Mr. Not Heedmiser. What's the thing from the Rudolph cartoon?
Mr. Snow Miser?
Yes, Snow Miser. It gave me that. Let It Go, Elsa.
Where?
Snow,
what?
Like the snow creature from that. It kind of gave me snow. It didn't give me
The snow
flames.
creature from Frozen?
Yeah.
What snow creature? The snowman?
Wasn't there the giant like little ice golem guy?
What?
Yeah, like it like blocks her castle. Her ice castle she makes. It doesn't really look like her. It's just an ice creature.
I like the ice creature that's in Hercules when like the Titans come down from Olympus and he's like the all ice guy. That one's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
But I don't know about this Frozen one.
It gave ice. It didn't give fire.
It wasn't supposed to give fire. It was supposed to give ghost and train.
Well, I was getting more like Arctic and not... Maybe it was like the Polar Express.
The sexy Polar Express. Very much so.
That's why she's in the back and, yeah, not by the kids.
No, she was on the top. She was on the top of the train is where she was.
Well, the kids are inside and she's on the top shoveling that snow.
With her hands.
Yeah.
I guess. I just wish that I had seen Ghost or Train from it.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we didn't see a spooky dooky conductor.
I would have loved like a spooky like ticket taker or something.
Yeah.
Like pulling tickets out of your guts or something.
Yeah, like a train employee.
Yeah. Or a snack girl.
Yeah, I could have like a scary little cart that you push.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of
like a
props.
head on it or something. I don't know.
Oh. That'd be cool if it was your own head.
Ooh.
How are you going to do that? That's what they all say. They're like, oh, well, it should have been this and that. You think about the logistics of this.
That would have been an easy lip sync. You just roll around. Your teammates push you around, and you're just the head.
We see Auntie come out, and she's in this, like, super voluminous, like, plaid gown, has a carpet bag that's, like, full of, like, hilarious weapons. She's really campy with it. It's very much giving Clue.
Yeah. It gave me like Sherlock Holmes trying to find the killer on the train, but you've been killed by the killer on the train. That's the story I made up in my head. I don't know if that's true, but I really liked all the little gags and it just kept going and going. It was kind of like a Mary Poppins bag of just random objects. I'm like, why does she have a wrench? I'm like, who's using that?
Deadly.
Yeah, I've killed a lot of people with wrenches.
You know, anything can be a weapon if you try hard enough or have the right attitude.
That's true.
That's true.
Or have enough lube.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh. And then we have Pie. I loved this look. I thought this was really smart. Pie comes out, is also blue. But that's fine. That's fine. I'll overlook all the blues that were here in this episode. Comes out and has like a piece of train track like tied to her back.
I feel like this is the direction I would have went with it. Kind of like my Terror in the Woods with like my head with the pillow. I think this is something
cute.
I would have done. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this one. I think the details of having the train on the back really just like, I got how she died. Like, I don't understand why the one judge was like, I don't really know how you passed away.
That didn't make any sense.
I was like, she's on train tracks.
Yeah, hello, tied to a track. What do you think?
Have you seen a Tex Avery cartoon? So I like that one.
I liked it too.
I do understand the critique about the hair. I'm like, okay, I get it. She's like disheveled.
No, it fit the outfit.
Yeah. She was from a different era. Not everyone died in the 20s and the 50s. So
well, that's the thing. Everyone wants to lean that way when they think ghost and train.
If I would have done this, maybe I could have done like influencer on the Amtrak. Just like a cup of Starbucks and you're just like, you fell over on the train tracks in New York. Pizza Rat right next to you.
I guess I do love the Pizza Rat. But I guess, yeah, no one really took it as like a modern day train. But then Jaharia comes out and is also blue. So this entire group is blue. Auntie, Pi, and Jaharia, all blue.
It's called the Smurfs.
And is like a church lady, has a Bible, is hopping around. And they're the Dreamgirls-esque group.
Yes.
So their performance was super cute. It was cohesive, and it looked like they just really looked like a team.
I really like this team the most, I think.
Yeah,
I like that they went into a different direction than everyone else and highlighted their strengths, which is a lot of comedy and camp and movement.
Well, and they really came and like met the challenge of a team, being in a group. I thought they did great. We have Aurora comes out and she's been like killed in jewels and is like bleeding rhinestones and things like that. Also blue. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. She definitely heard the critiques from the week before when they said, give us the glamour. She said, oh, you want the glamour? She gave them the glam.
The details in this were immaculate.
The suitcase was the same fabric as the dress.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
She did that.
I loved it.
And like all the jewels spilling out from the gash on the
Oh,
suitcase.
I loved it.
And the red just like popped even more because everything was so the exact same color. So
well, in the red, she had like two different shades of red because that really gives it more dimension.
It gives it,
when you have like the light cyan and the dark cyan.
Ooh, oh, she knows her stones.
Oh, she knows her stones. Yes, badge in the patch.
Stoner, y'all. She's a stoner. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, that was a really head to toe look. There was no notes. And
then we have Gray. Gray comes out, one of the few that's not blue, and is a cowboy, like old-timey train robber. Love that. Love the concept. Very neutral colors. Takes off the hat, has the like signature gray matter on top, but
I think it needs to be more exaggerated and like over the top.
Like the judges said, it needs to be drag it up.
Yeah, because it looked not pedestrian. It just kind of was like, it just looked like a Halloween costume.
Well,
but it wasn't like, could you see that on stage?
Well, with the lights on, maybe.
I think it gave more like background stage character rather than like you're the main person.
Because he wasn't blue?
Probably.
Oh my God, imagine if they all came out blue.
The color didn't give him a disservice. I think it was just he needed something else to set it off.
And then we have our other Dusty comes out, Yuri. Well, come on, they picked like dust colors. What? Old Dusty.
They're in the Wild West.
Yeah, well, hers is kind of like Western, and it's like a dusty ball gown, has a blindfold, very cool. That's the thing, is with some of these challenges, these floor shows, specifically the ghost ones, Ghost Ship, Haunted Hotel, and now Ghost Train. You could pick a character, and if you pull it off like well enough, you could make the argument to make it fit in a train or on a boat or in a hotel. So, I wasn't getting Train from this, but I wasn't not getting Train.
Yeah, I don't know what the Train character was, but it was a performance challenge, so maybe the performance just like was
saved
so
it.
amazing that it just took over everything.
Well, and Swan said that she loved her dress.
Yeah. So maybe the workmanship and the performance took over the actual story of what character you were on the train. Because I don't know exactly what train she was riding.
Well, that's the thing. That's why this floor show is kind of confusing.
Yeah.
And then we have Vivi tied to a wagon wheel.
Was that what she was on a wagon wheel?
Yeah, which is like, what?
Are there wagons on the train?
I mean, I guess they didn't specify what kind of train, if it was like a locomotive or if it was like what, like
a steam train,
or just like the Oregon Trail, like the wagon train kind of thing. I don't know why she was strapped to a wheel.
Yeah, Wagon Hill Watusi. Yeah, that one was a little.
That didn't make any sense. It was another one. There were some that just made no sense.
She looked good, like in her face.
Uh-huh.
I just didn't get the story.
No.
And obviously in the performance, I definitely didn't get it because she was just laying on the ground.
Which is a choice. Because, you know, you could make the argument, well, this is how my character died. But at the same time, Pi was also strapped to the train track and managed to perform in a group with 2 other people without falling over or knocking anyone down.
But you're not performing like as you're already dead. You're not going to be laying there while you're in the afterlife. Like, you can move.
I love to lay around.
I'm actually laying down right now. I'm just propped up. Actually, it's all camera angles. I'm actually horizontal.
This is the movie magic I've been talking about.
I'm actually not even here. This is all Zoom.
And then we have Majesty. This is another one where it's like, is it train? Is it ghost? I don't know. Comes out and has like this really pretty cloak, takes it off, has like all of these knives in the back. Very cool, very cool. That's what lends it ghosty. I don't get train, but at the same time, you can make the argument where like, well, I was a passenger on a train. You can make anything fit the train.
I got Tomb Raider.
Where? Was it the braid and the booty shorts? What was it? Was it the gun?
The braid and the pants, and it gave me like Cave Explorer.
What?
It didn't give me train. Am I the only one that did?
Yeah.
I got blonde Tomb Raider.
Did you get that too? Yeah. What?
Like neutrals in the braid.
Yeah, I was like,
She was wearing pants.
I didn't get train at all.
What?
Or Ghost.
I need to know, did everyone get Tomb Raider besides me?
I fully got Tomb Raider. But, you know, I'm a gamer, so that's all I was thinking.
That's all you see.
I feel like she was about to double jump onto the train. Maybe that's what it was.
Or double jump off the train, and that's how she died. On the knives.
Oh,
who's to say?
Actually, maybe that
could be.
Maybe that was it.
That could be.
Yeah. If so, then I'm sorry. Not really.
Everyone performs, and they come back, and they're in the cauldron. Before they get there, they find out the placements for everyone. Our safes, like immediate safes, are Asia, Jaharia, and Majesty. As we move, you know, more and more into the season, we really start to see what separates the tops from the bottoms. Mm-hmm. And it's not just douching. Our tops are Pi, Yuri, Auntie, and Old Ghazi.
4 tops.
4 tops, which means only 2 bottoms.
That sounds like Houston.
Oh.
Yeah.
Humid.
Yeah, 4 tops, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, there's only 9 contestants left.
Yeah.
So, good for them, and good for them.
They deserve it.
Aurora wins.
Yeah.
She gives the most glamour. Now, this was not a specifically glamour challenge. That was not part of the prompt, but they loved her glamour so much, and that she had listened from the week before when they said, give us glamour. She did, and they gave her a win.
Yeah, I think taking that advice of like, don't try to do things that's not in your wheelhouse. Just do what you do the best for us, and that's what we want to see.
Do the show you know.
Yeah.
This is not the place to be trying new things.
You didn't try new things?
I mean...
I was doing all kinds of stuff.
There were certain things that I was doing for the first time, but I didn't try too many new things.
See, I'm a Gemini, so I feel like I know how to do everything. Or I've Googled it enough to know how to do it. And I was out there putting prosthetics on. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to win.
Literally the first time that I'd ever painted my body was Weird Wild West.
Wow. And look at you now.
And look at me now. It all washed off.
Finally.
Our bottoms are Gray and Vivi. and they gave the critique to Gray was that it wasn't draggy enough. What makes it draggy?
I think maybe they're looking for like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, or just something that's not
A lash.
Actually, he wasn't wearing nails. That's what it was.
That's what I'm saying.
No nails.
Have we seen a shoe on Gray that's not a flat?
See, he hasn't done drag at all this whole time. The whole time?
And I can't believe that we haven't heard any shoe clocks come out of drag this season.
Yeah.
I've seen a real lack of heels and lashes.
That is true. Maybe they're evolving.
Who? The shoes or the booze?
All of them.
Oh.
Everyone. I'm not even wearing heels. Or nails. These are hooves.
They find out that their extermination that they have to go and face is the Tesla coil of turmoil. So they're gonna get zapped.
Yes.
Sucks.
Wait, weren't you zapped?
I was!
How was that?
Oh my god. So many people are like, that wasn't so bad. Let me tell you. I was the only one on those chairs that didn't have any tights or pads or anything between me and like the rivets of electricity that hit.
Oh my gosh.
And you know I got hit every round. And we find ourselves back into the cauldron. All kinds of things going on. Once again, these are pretty good cauldrons that we're seeing. They're they're bubbly. They're not boiling over. I'm waiting for them to boil over. But they're pretty hot. They're pretty
full
bubbly.
Of drama. I'm here for it. Better than me.
And Majesty is upset. Again, saying that they're in their head. They feel very broken. This is very upsetting. And it is very much showing that this is something that's really, really weighing on them. Like, it's bad. It's bad. We've heard about it for the last 2 episodes now.
Yeah, I feel like once you start spiraling, it's kind of hard to get out of that spiral. And I think they're like trying to claw to everyone to try to help them. And it's kind of hard to help someone that's already falling down.
It's all about your mentality and your attitude.
And if you're already checked out, it's kind of hard to help.
You're gone. You're gone. Yeah, it's done. And that's the scary part.
Yeah.
You can't even get near there.
Yeah, you can't help yourself, then we can't help you.
But Asia's trying to help Majesty. And is trying to, like, talk them up and be like, get out of your head, you're so good. But it doesn't look like it's working.
Yeah.
Because as Gray is talking about how he's very scared of this extermination, he's very much in his head, Vivi's talking about, how painful this is gonna be, Majesty says, well, if I could volunteer myself to go home, I would.
That is wild. Especially after sending in another tape to come back.
Sending in another tape to do a whole nother season. But that's the thing, is like, you don't know what you're getting into until you get there.
Yeah.
You might think you do, but you don't.
Yeah.
And even though Majesty's done this before, it's different now. Season 2 to season 6 is a massive difference.
Yeah, there's so many changes to the show.
So many changes to the show.
I think they weren't prepared for that, and I think that's what has been weighing them down this entire time, mentally.
Just getting in their head. They've just had a lot of stuff change themselves since season 2.
It's like signing up for like minor leagues, but then you get there and it's like the Olympics.
Sports. Touchdown.
Go team.
Woo! We see this Tesla coil of turmoil. They have to hold on to a fence. And then they get zip-zapped. Now, if I was there, and if I was judging them, Mama, I'd have a magnifying glass to make sure that all of them little piggies were tucked around it. Otherwise, it's cheating. You can't be like, no, you gotta grip. I want a gorilla on there.
It's just like the palms of the hands are touching it.
Like just lightly, just levitating. No,
just a little,
you gotta grab it.
Little static shock.
And neither of them were.
Yeah.
They both just had them just resting up there. They were like slightly curled, but I didn't see anything that was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want like Home Alone, where he's like, I need that. I need my beard to be like an afro by the end because I'm so electrocuted.
But apparently, both of them were good enough or bad enough that we end the episode with no elimination.
Gag.
I don't like
the full
that.
gag.
The full gag.
So, do we know what's What's gonna happen?
Based on the episode and the context clues and everything, if Majesty's dead set on being exterminated, then that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Do you think they just like threw themselves in front of the bus for them?
And they've been talking about it. They
Yeah.
talked about it all episode. Or was it that Gray and Vivi were so bad they did a double elim?
That would be iconic.
But then why wouldn't they show me? I have to wait all the way until the next episode for that? Why?
They want to edge us. They just want to edge us to the edge of their seats.
Ew.
They want to goon us. Can we say goon?
I just learned what that was.
Oh, well,
I just learned what that was.
me too. I'm not familiar with gooning at all. I'm sorry, no, let me not do that. I'm sure there's going to be a gif of me now. It's just like,
Connor can make that happen. Yeah.
oh, well, there you go.
There you go. Here it comes. This episode was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ending was very, I had to watch it back like 2 times.
Yeah.
I was like, did I blink too hard? Or
Yeah.
I fall asleep?
Or is this like the ending of Titans? Well, this was something.
It was.
This was something.
It was an intense episode.
It was intense and also, there were just a lot of letdowns.
Anticlimactic, yes.
Yeah. A lot of blue.
I do feel blue after watching this episode. But
I'm dying to see what next week's got in store. Gotta be just like big and juicy.
yeah, they can't edge us to not have a big payoff next week. Maybe all 3 of them went home.
No, a triple elim? They haven't done that yet. Well, that was that, and this is this. And thank you for coming in today for this beautiful obituary for no one.
In the arms of the angel.
That sounds worse than when I watched you run into the bathroom and take a plunger out and then run to the bar and had the bartender pour and fill the plunger full of Fireball and then go and drink out of that plunger all that Fireball in the middle of her My Chemical Romance Black Parade performance.
And y'all don't think I'm Dragula.
Yes! What? This is...
You keyboard warriors. This before I was on the show.
You want to talk filth? Let's talk Fireball. I have a video. I have a video of it.
Insert here.
Yes, we'll have to do. This was such a fun show because it was also one of those bars that you can smoke inside. So it's just,
The room bar.
wild chaos. And then someone came up to me after the show and she had brought like a sugar glider into the bar with her. You shouldn't be here. This is not safe for you to be here. It's too loud for you. But also, I would like to kiss you.
Yes, that's Texas.
That's Texas.
You can see some wild stuff at a Houston show.
Like you.
Yeah. This is actually very demure. Very normal. Mindful.
Very warm.
That's why they call it the Bayou City.
What? They call what the Bayou City?
Houston.
Oh, I thought you were referring to your body.
That too. This ain't Texas. Woo! Sorry, my Red Bulls kicked in. So, no.
Okay. Well, that's the end of the episode. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Bah.
Why is that so funny? I've been awake too long.